Up next, we have our Department of Human Services briefing, Adult Protection Month. We have Joe Kellerby here to present. He's the director of our Child Welfare and Adult Protection Program. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. Thank you, Commissioners. Joe Kellerby, Division Director for Child Welfare and Adult Protection. And thank you so much for the opportunity to speak about adult protection, as June is Adult Protection Awareness Month. And so I just want to take this opportunity to talk about adult protection in our community and what that really means. And just on the opposite side of child welfare, there is a population of vulnerable at-risk adults that is in need of protection and services, and at times even guardianship when we're unable to find family and friends to take guardianship. And an at-risk adult really means that they've got some diminished capacity for one reason or another. Maybe it was some developmental delays as a child, or even when they are born, or just that their cognition as they get older is starting to wane on them, and they're unable to really take care of themselves in their home for some normal daily living activities, feeding themselves, cleaning themselves, and things like this. And this population is in need of protection. And so our staff are mandated to take calls from community citizens and mandated reporters, and we take those calls and screen those calls to see if it meets criteria for our staff to go out and do an initial baseline assessment and an investigation on whether or not abuse and neglect, self-neglect, or financial exploitation is going on with this population. And so we have an incredible staff of 13 case managers and some case aides that help us with the phone call. Our hotline stays on 24 hours a day, 365 days a year at 970-248-2888, and they are available to respond at all hours of the night to any situation that is occurring with an at-risk adult. They go in, they engage the at-risk adult and any family or friends that are around. They make determinations on if there is abuse and neglect that is going on, can work with local law enforcement, our local Medicaid enforcement, as well as a lot of our at-risk adults are on Medicaid to make sure that there is no fraud going on with caretakers. And at that point, they really, really work hard to make sure that appropriate services are connected into these homes. And we really believe that at-risk adults still have the availability to live as independently as they possibly can as they are moving into their elderly years. And so our staff, our March numbers, we took in 177 new adult protection calls, and they were working 175 ongoing cases in March, and that includes an initial assessment, the investigation, services and provisions of services, and then a follow-up baseline assessment to ensure that things are improving, and then the final determination. And through all of those different measures, the state of Department of Human Services does periodic audits, and our staff here in Mesa County are routinely above 95% in compliance. And what those numbers mean is that our at-risk adult population are being protected and being served in Mesa County. So again, I appreciate the opportunity to talk about adult protection services in this community, and just want to give a huge round of applause to our staff that work day and night to ensure this population is protected. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Commissioners, do you have any comments or questions? Thanks, Joe.